Can you hear me now? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Hopefully that worked. Yes. Thank goodness. What is up, y'all? Welcome in to another Sunday. It is a few minutes after 8. Not too bad, considering I was fighting with the camera, which I still don't know if it's great or not. But Amber is here. She will be joining us shortly. We have been getting everything ready for our camping trip. And that's what we've been doing this evening. And our shindig, of course, coming up. Don't forget about it. July 11th through the 13th. And man, these people are not going to be able to make it that I wish they could make it. Let's see who's in the chat. That way I've got that out of the way when Amber gets here. Because we have a story time with Amber that you don't want to miss. There's just one downside to it. The one that's supposed to tell the story, he's not here. Aiden saw this story firsthand. He experienced this story firsthand. And he couldn't wait to get home and tell me. And he said, Dad, he said, next live you have, he said, I have a mama story. I said, all right, that's fine, good. But Aiden is spending the night with one of his buddies. I took him down to his buddy's house just a few minutes ago. So Aiden's not here to share the story. That's the only downside we got. But we're still going to tell the story. So let's see who else here. Like I said, get through the chat. So when Amber gets here, she's not fussing that it's taking you forever to. What is up, Blaine? Welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Mr. Paul Vines. Mr. Paul Vines, I meant to text you earlier. And is everyone's plans win array or which, like me and Amber were talking earlier, probably so. But dang it. What's up, Paul? Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Danny D. What is up? Danny Dizzle, the super supporter, says, please hold as Scott fights with the camera. Scott versus camera. Who will win? Please find out. Well, I finally beat the camera, but I had to restart the computer. Everyone's saying hello, and that's where I couldn't hear me. What's up, Bud Files? Welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by and spending a few minutes with us. Scott ain't never sounded so good. What's up? Thank you, Blaine. What's up, Fred and Connie? Welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Everyone's saying hello. There's Jimmy Spencer. What's up, Jimmy? Says hello, everybody. Can't stay long. Almost bedtime. Jimmy, I hear you. That was the way I was last week when we went live at 10 o'clock. But I could have went live at 12 a.m. tonight because we are out of work for a week. And everyone's saying yes, that they can hear me now. Blaine's put a 12. Our company, we shut down a week for the 4th. And we shut down a week for Christmas. And they do all their big maintenance jobs and anything. If anything needs to be done, they try to schedule it or limp it along till then. And they shut down the entire week. You can volunteer, but I'm not volunteering for maintenance. What's up, cuz? Welcome in, Angie and Rick. Family Adventures. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here and spending a few minutes with us. Fred, I'm reading your text off my watch. I've like, Amber's got me like, what is that, 007? So, Fred, we will write that down, but know that we are praying for you. Fred had a prayer request. That was what he sent to me. And my little MacGyver phone, or my phone sent to my watch, and I got it. I got it. What's up, Amanda? Just chilling. Welcome in. Amber had to go put her hair up in spice buns.
You remember we washed your face with pure cold water?
She went and washed her face with pure cold water. I just wish she'd have washed the other end. She don't wash the ends. It's important. She just washes her face and
I'm gonna spray your face full of this scrubbing bubbles.
full of this what?
Scrubbing bubbles.
Why do we have scrubbing bubbles in here?
Because that's what we clean with. You know if you should try it every now and then.
What's up, Miss Amber? Welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend.
Oh,
Thank
shut
you.
up.
You look beautiful.
He's carried around a backpack.
I'm talking to this.
Backpack. That's what
Right.
Scott's done all week.
I've carried around more than a backpack.
No, backpack.
I have put out 12 gallons of crossbow and Roundup and a backpack sprayer. The backpack sprayer is just 3 gallons. And I've had to...
Take 30-minute breaks in between.
No, I have not.
Scotty.
I did have to change shirts one time because I drowned in one shirt. I mean, it was horrible. What's up, the fam adventures? Welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by. That would be Ron.
Dora the Explorer.
No.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that does that. Hello, Mr. Paul.
Everyone is saying hello to everyone. I'm not too far behind on the chat, Amber.
I know, right?
What's up, Gary, with 2 R's? Welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend, and thank you for stopping by. What are you looking at me?
I'm wondering where your fan is.
You're making me all nervous. I ain't got a fan. I got this little vent right here blowing up cold air.
You have a fan all night long, and the longer it runs, the louder it gets.
I sleep with a fan, and it is kind of old, and instead of slapping the alarm clock, you slap
He
the fan.
slaps the fan.
And it gets quiet. Does it not get quiet?
Yeah, but then you got to wake up every 20 minutes. I asked him if I slapped him like that, if that'd work.
No.
I don't know if I'm
You can't use a fan. Yep, Fred, I just got you 10-4. I got your prayer requests. And they are both wrote down. And will both be prayed for. It's going to be loud. I said, I hear my beautiful Amber. Finally back in West Virginia, so just chilling this weekend, says cuz. That's my cuz Angie. That's going to flip off of that table.
As long as it cools me down as it does it, I don't care.
She's having them hot flashes. My brother calls his Dick Tracy watch. Well, hey, it worked.
It does work. Mom's dead.
Jimmy says, Fred will be praying. They're saying, hello, Amber. Hello, Miss Amber. I need to spray. Once I find a good sprayer to attach to my tractor right now, I want to find a Bailey mower for the Kubota tractor.
A belly mower? Is that where you do like the shuffle truffle through the
No,
yard?
that's where
and
you
try to
pull
cut the
over.
grass?
That's where you pull over your tractor and
Oh,
it
I thought that's where
connects.
you shuffle truffle through the yard.
Blaine, I didn't have that option. I had to put on a backpack
He has
solo.
an electric backpack sprayer. He just didn't use it.
That thing will electrocute you. Now, I didn't use it at church.
I wanted to see if it worked.
David used the one at church. That's where we got them at. We got a lot of these electric backpack sprayers donated because we were going to have to spray the whole bottom part of the church for black mold or after we got the basement cleaned out. And David done that. He said, I mixed me up some Clorox solution and whatever this mold killer that we had donated to us. And he said, man, I charged that battery up and got it good and hot, put it on there. And he said, I squeezed the handle. He said, and evidently when he was filling water up in the backpack part, water run down and into some of the electrical parts and onto the handle. And so when he squeezed the handle, it lit him up
He went wee, wee, wee.
all the way home. How'd he go again?
Wee, wee, like Greenie on Beverly Hills.
What's up, Miss Diane? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend, Miss Diane. It is great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. So everyone is saying hello. I asked Mr. Paul if it was the both or the one, and I haven't heard nothing yet.
Eh?
Sloppy slap slap. No sloppy
Instead of beating
slap.
your fan, I could beat
Can't
you.
wait to meet you in Helen. Danny, we are looking forward to it. Blaine says, I have 4 backpack sprayers, so I know the struggle. Those get heavy and tired.
But when the backpack looks the same as the front pack, that's why you get heavy and
Read,
tired.
read his comment. Read that comment right there.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you two's gonna take up for each other.
Life is a struggle. And I don't need no added struggle. David was a man after God's own heart. So you picked a good church member named David. Yep. But it lit him up. So I'm kind of skittish of him.
But I want to see it.
If you would use it, should I bring some coolers for Amber or so she can do number 2? Yep.
So it's throwing more away.
We have more coolers. And I told her, I said, Amber, this is starting to be not
I
a
like to
running
keep my
joke.
drinks cold.
But well, I have reached the end of the chat. And since I was muted, did y'all get to hear the song? Paul said it's both of them. They're not going to be able to make it.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know. No, Danny, Amber comes prepared.
Always.
She totes her own cooler.
Speaking of, I have a story.
Blaine said no song. Well,
That
Then
would be technical error.
we will have to play it at the end.
Out in the sticks where the gravel roads wind, the sun's setting
That's a
low,
good
but
jam.
the party's on time. Cool.
So we will try to play that at the end. It's a Kicking It with a Hick song. What's up, Misher Lee? Welcome in, Miss Misher.
How's Ozzy? You letting him stay inside?
And you better be being good to Ozzy. Because my boy Ozzy, I worry about him. I do a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. So here is a sample of what we were trying to do earlier.
Out in the sticks where the gravel roads wind, the sun's setting low, but the party's on time. Cornhole boards set the bags take flight. We're kicking it with the Hicks under moonlit night. We're kicking it with the Hicks. Come grab a plate, barbecue smoking and the vibes feel great. Treaty is rolling, got the music turned loud. Out here in the grandma's peach cobblers. The
So let's just,
kids running wild, red dirt under their tread.
That's just a small sample of Kicking It with the Hicks.
No, I ain't even heard that one.
I sent it to you. You should have heard it.
You said no.
Misha said, "Why you do me wrong?"
Misha, you know I love you very much. She's a very good shopping
You gotta
buddy.
talk into this.
She's a very good shopping buddy.
But Blank says Scott might get me for this, but as y'all know, they have been dealing with aftermath of Hurricane Lee since Hurricane. If you're interested in donating for fireworks or goods, reach out for a link. Blaine,
The more fireworks money we get, the more stuff gets to blow up, right?
correct.
Not all at once.
Definitely not all at once. That was a disaster. But I burned a hole in my hay, dude.
It's because you're a fat guy and can't run.
No, everybody else run, and I didn't run.
Yeah.
I
You're a fat guy and
I
can't run.
stood
don't
my
lie.
ground. Blaine, thank you very much.
But we would just rather y'all just show up.
Yes, but if you can't
That would
show up
tickle
and
my
you want to, then we are going to hopefully be able to go live from 7 o'clock. That's our plans. At this shindig, what we do is the cornhole tournament takes place at 4, and the real shindig don't start till like 7. But everyone eats, and the cornhole tournament's going on, and then we try to have the cornhole tournament wrapped up and the food wrapped up
Then Scott dances on picnic tables.
before I can get on a picnic table. And I will get on a picnic table. And then the show starts.
Without my clothes on this time, I hope. Every year you seem to wear my clothes.
I ain't wearing your clothes this year. Yes, the more fireworks shot, the more you might see. Yeah, good, bad, just no names, Mathan. Say some words. that
At
he
least it
shouldn't
wasn't
say.
me. At least it wasn't me.
What's
Oh.
up, brother David at Yoda Blessed Life? Welcome in, Mr. Yoder. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend and thank you for stopping by.
Mute that for just a second.
For those that don't remember, rewatch last year's firework fiasco. Well,
We about had a whole bunch of money go up at all at once.
we had some people kick in last year, but last year was the biggest fireworks show we done to date. This year's won't be nowhere near like that.
Mm.
And I don't know what I done with that video. I did have it, but I don't got it no more. Dang it.
It's in your shorts. Not those kind of shorts.
Dang it. Well, I looked for it. If I had it already loaded up, then I would have played it, but I don't. And I don't know that I don't have. Do you have a video of it?
Yeah.
All right. Share it with this right here.
No, you're just asking too many things. I'm going to have to push too many buttons.
No, you're gonna have to do something. I just busted out laughing. I can see Nathan running and saying those words. Yep. Helen was enough. Y'all don't need another unnatural disaster. Helen was enough. Helene. Yeah.
Hey, I got a video of Aiden shooting fireworks at his booty hole.
No, we don't need to see. We definitely need to see that. It says Jeff won't be there, but don't hide behind me. Yeah, Jeff has the 4th. Everyone is. He's going to be at the beach. We'll be coming home that Saturday, and he won't make it home in time. If fireworks chase people again, hide behind Blaine or Jeff. But hey, I was a champ. I did not run because I knew what was fixing to happen. And I was the one over there stomping on them fireworks, trying to get them put out. But I did get them all put out. Burn a hole in my hay, dude.
And he still wears them, don't
Yeah, it don't matter. It's got air to breathe. What's up, Miss Meg? Welcome in, welcome in. Meg, hope you've had a wonderful weekend. And I'm still sad. But we will have to do something for sure.
Hey, you know, Meg, our birthday is like,
That was what she said last week.
yeah, just a few days after that.
All donations will go in the Hey Dudes collection for this year. If I burn another hole in them, I'm going to have to get a new pair. And they're good and broke in, and
Okay, there you go.
they didn't pop
Go
up.
to accept.
Is that, which one is that? Is that
That's not Aiden. that's Nathan.
all right. All right. Well, Amber is sending the video. Once I get it, I will upload it. And we can see the fiasco from last year. It was an awesome weekend, but I am also very sad. What's up, cruising scene? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Angie says, was you able to put them out because of the liquid running down legs?
He looked like he was doing a hoedown. It was funny.
You get 5 boys over there setting off fireworks.
That's the
And
first
Angie,
mistake.
Here, we're receiving that video from Amber. Have you heard any updates on Kenny? Kenny is back at the Greens.
But now, I don't know if Papa's back yet or not.
Well, Papa was the one that they sent out the last time because he is had a blood clot. And I don't know if Papa's made it back yet or not, but Kenny's doing good. What's up, Miss Carol? Welcome in.
Plays lots of cards, lots of rummy.
If you
lots
talk
of-
into this, we could
I
hear
can
you.
hear myself just fine. He plays
But-
lots of cards with the other residents because I know they drop them and I have to go pick them up. Then I have to shuffle.
They just play 52 card pickup with Amber
yeah, they
being the
just think
only
it's
one
hilarious.
picking up. The oldest one.
He said, I got good insurance.
The oldest one's because Dad stayed up on the hill like a champ. Guessing he was too shocked to run. Yeah.
He's used to stuff shooting at him.
There's always been,
But when the fireworks get bigger, so does the fiascos.
there's always been a, some kind of something happen with these fireworks. But last year, like I said, we spent more on fireworks than we've ever spent. Let me set the scene up. I'm getting the video ready.
That's because Amber didn't go with them.
They sent me and Nathan to pick them up.
First mistake.
And we had, like I said, some donations and most not donations, but we didn't have to recover from a hurricane. So
Didn't know hurricane was coming. This is May 25th.
oh no.
Video received. Do. I'd give your grandpa computer a minute to catch up.
Yeah, but we bought
There it is.
a bunch of fireworks, more than we've ever bought ever before in our life. And I'm not gonna do this right.
It's like that.
Some of them
Had
were like this, and I got the bright idea while we were up there setting them up. I thought, man, those cannons or the canisters or artillery shells, whatever you want to call them. I can't find it, Amber.
It's right there.
That's it.
The one that you just clicked on, bud.
Yeah, but it won't let me. I can't bring it up and. You know what I mean?
Man,
That's not it.
Mm.
Hang on, we're still looking
you just had it.
because I got to be able to go here, and I got to be able to find it right here.
Go right there.
She's telling me what to click on.
But I ain't clicking, so it's not me.
It's showing that.
Go right there. Click on that and I'll change it to where the date, the news date's on top. Good God.
No.
Gosh. Good gosh almighty. Wait.
2024.
No, but that's the same date. Kinda.
July 19th.
Somewhere around in there. Genius. Maybe click there.
We'll see if this is it.
What video is it? Recording?
But yeah, we had some artilleries like that. And we had some of the cakes and big, huge cakes and big, huge artilleries, the Excaliburs, the double shots. And I thought, man, I'm going to get ahead. That's it. I thought, man, I'm going to get ahead of the game. And I'm going to take these artillery, the shells that you put down in the canister. I said, I'm going to get a bunch of them and just set them up behind each
He tried to get his ducks in a row.
canister. I said, that way, when one fires off, because we had 5 of us over there, and I told them, I
Trying to
said,
get your ducks in a row.
guys, we got music playing, so we just need to shoot. I said, I'll show you what order to shoot them in. That should go along with the music. Good, because that's what we do every year. And Nathan sticks one down in there and lights it. And the fuse starts going down the canister. Well, it shoots a flame out, an ember out, as it's going down in the can. And lo and behold, this amber just happens to land in the middle of a pile of these artillery shells that I have piled up behind it. And they start going off. Everyone else takes off running. And I take 2 steps toward them, and I'm like, we got $2,000 worth of fireworks laying here.
They're all getting ready to be shot
This
at
is-
everybody.
This is fixing to be a grand finale in like 30 seconds. So I go back and I'm stomping, trying to put these fireworks out as they go off. Here's the video, and there is an S-bomb dropped.
But it's not by us.
No, it's by my sister-in-law.
No, it was my.
Well, Nathan said it first, and then Alicia said it's next. But here is the Hicks Shindig firework fiasco of 2024.
Nathan's coach. Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's the day we all almost died.
And we'll play it one more time. I hate that it's small, but I don't know how to get it no bigger. But
'Cause it's Alicia's video from an iPhone.
right, they don't know how to film. Everybody films with the phone straight up and down. So one more time, like I said, Nat, I've got the volume turned up. Please overlook the language.
Nathan's coach. Oh shit! Oh shit!
You can't tell it that video, but they were shooting straight at us. Meg was diving behind me. It was scary times.
Well, this
That's how Scott got a hold of his Hades.
that's how I got a hole in my hey dudes. And I got to go back up to where.
Yeah, because you definitely got to read Misha's comment. But no, I did not know that someone drove into a fireworks shop in Florida.
All right. All right, I'm back up to where I think I left off.
You know what's sad? Meg totally put the link in there for that video way before you did.
Evidently. But there, thank you, Meg, for putting the link in. Go and watch it again. Watch it as many times as you want to. Diane says, Scott's dad was the smart one. Were there any common denominators of these happenings? Yes, us. What's up, Bernae? Welcome in, welcome in.
See, it all started when you gave grown men lighters.
Fairy dust. Thank you, Bernae, for coming in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend.
Hi, Mama G.
Thank you for stopping by. What's up, Misha Lee? Says, when did y'all hit 1K? Congratulations. It was during...
We really didn't even realize it ourselves. For a
No,
while.
but thank you. Thank you very much. And while we go camping, I'm going to take a camera and I'm going to get a lot of content.
You know, sit in the hammock with me and watch that sunset.
Yes.
That was bad times.
Blaine says, Misha, a few months ago. Keep up.
My turn. My turn to tell a story.
Wait, you going to tell your story?
Scott had just started YouTube. It was hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of YouTube. We were camping. There was the prettiest sunset. I had just got my hammock up. And I said, honey, look at this beautiful sunset. Thinking he would come and sit with me and look at this beautiful sunset over the water. He said, that is pretty. And he runs to the car, grabs his phone, and starts recording for YouTube. And there I sat swinging.
Y'all,
It's not happy times.
this happened when we very first started YouTube. And to this day, I still cannot live that sunset up. I mean, that...
It was missed sunset. It was a missed moment. You could have got lots of
No,
brownie
it
points.
wasn't. And I came
Lots
back
of
and we
brownie- You
did.
did not. You come back, but that was not.
We still have...
Oh, we was not. I was very angry.
And we shared that moment with everyone. So it wasn't a missed moment. It was a captured moment.
Meg, I got a hammock. We can hammock together. He did. He pooped on the sunset.
Everyone's saying hello to Bernae and Carol and Misha. And there is Meg, where she put that link in to the video of our firework fiasco. But that's, I don't know if that was the fiasco video or if it was the,
You dancing on a picnic table
Yep,
video.
because I like to dance on a...
That's a one strong picnic table.
Did you see the video where someone drove in? That's what you were talking about in Florida. I knew Darren was sick of that Chevy.
If it was Darren driving his Chevy, it's because it had too much power.
But here's the thing. I did get the fireworks stomped out, and we proceeded with the show.
Show must go
This
on.
needs to go to America's Funniest Videos, and you wouldn't need donations for fireworks next year. Yeah, Blaine, you're right. But what gets me is my sister-in-law. She's the one that you can hear screaming because she says, oh, no, Mason just cussed. She said, that's
Yep.
bad. And then she says the same thing, and then she starts screaming like every redneck could see something blowing up. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, you would think she's screaming because she's scared. No, she thinks it's awesome.
Yeah.
And what we don't show you in this video is my mama is, 100 yards from there because she was getting ready to leave and Scott started shooting fireworks. So she just kind of leaned up against her car. And they're shooting everywhere. Mom said, I just knew I was dead. She said, I didn't know what to do. I just stood there.
What's up, Mama G? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you. And Danny says it's official. We are moving to South Carolina. August 5th is the closing date here, and the 6th is the closing date in South Carolina. Danny,
That's a
that
good
is
date.
awesome.
That's a very good day.
Congratulations.
That's Eli's birthday.
Ron says lighters and fireworks.
And crazy men does not go together.
We don't have snakes and sparklers.
Nope, we got lighters and idiots.
What could ever go wrong?
You
Something goes wrong every year, but
know, you blowed up her bush one year. Like blew up his mama's bush.
just a swinging. Yeah, we set the bush on fire. We had the burning bush. Hey, it's all for the
and
people.
your dad kept calm during that one too.
Give the people what they want. Yep, pooped on your sunset. Oh, I was going to bring my hammock to North Carolina with me. Now I'll be in Florida.
Good Lord willing, and no more creeks rises, Danny D. We'll be there.
Now we can go to hell and if creeks rise or not. Car alarms keep going off due to the war zone of fireworks. Yep, and we'll be in hell. And Miss Amber, can't wait to meet you both. There's Mama G, says we got a celebrity in the house. Says Misha. And
Sounds like Eli's got to take his ass home.
Eli's got to take his ass home.
Oh no, that means he's got to take my car.
Lordy, not the burning bush. That was not man who set that on fire. I know, Misha.
That was idiot.
The idiot set this one on fire, but
You know.
what's up, Fort Man? Speaking of the devil,
Have you been playing 52 card pickup?
Fort Man is like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times and he shows up. What's up, Kenny? Kenny, hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by. And Kenny, you can let us know, did Papa make it back to the greens? And we will wait for your comment to show up. And everyone is ready for story time with Amber. Now, like I said, let me get this. Let me set the stage for this one, because everything that happens to us, you have to set the stage, because it's not.
Well, Aiden should, but he's not. So.
It's normal situations that don't happen to normal people. It's just us,
Me.
like the fireworks going off all at once. Yeah, you can probably fix that.
I got some Gorilla Glue.
I'll make you laugh. Did anyone notice the this morning?
Yeah.
Just give me this one.
Yes, he did at 2 a.m. this morning, says Kenny. That
Fix
is
some
awesome.
shoes.
Amber's got to fix Sassy's shoe.
You've been tapping too much.
He has some funky situations also.
It's your stupid door.
She fell smack dab through the front door when she got here today.
She come in
I
from
said,
church.
fall on in.
Is that when you broke your shoe?
Yeah.
I hate a mistake.
Oh, it was funny.
It got stuck in the way it closes. It got,
Like, I was in the kitchen and I heard, and I looked and she was face down on the ground.
Like I said, normal situations, not for normal people. Miss Diane says 2 a.m. That's a weird time to transfer. It takes precision to set off that many fireworks all at once. Yeah, it does, Paul. And to get them stomped out. And
And not kill
left
nobody.
me. And everyone left me. Then they all come back saying, "Oh, you're the trooper. You're the..."
And I said, he's a fat kid. He won't run.
No, if it would have got bad enough, I would have ran. But I didn't. Every one of them would have win it once, Amber. I mean, you don't understand.
It'd been fun if nobody died.
But we didn't die. But what was the other story we was going to tell that I said I was going to have to set up?
My story.
Yeah, that's the one that Aiden should be telling. But Sassy's story, I didn't get to see it.
Oh, it was funny.
She was coming in our front door after church, after we got back home from church, and
She's as graceful as I am. Let's just
evidently
put it
the
that-
screen
Are
door
you gonna
shut.
buy us?
The screen door shut and caught her church shoe, and she fell.
Face first into the front door.
That is awesome, Kenny. Praise the Lord for that. He's on his 18th day with no seizures.
He's in my bathroom. He's
Danny D says,
doing the two.
Sass, were you channeling your inner Amber when you feel coming in the door? That'd be something you'd do.
I have done it.
Maybe says they were headed straight for us, talking about the fireworks. Poor Sass. All right.
what do I look like?
You got a what?
I was wondering what I look like.
What do you mean? What do you look like?
You look like a teenager eating
You're
cereal.
eating cereal out of a bag.
We got bowls.
We got bowls
I
and
gotta
milk.
leave in a minute.
spoons.
When Eli gets done, I gotta leave.
Eli's in our bathroom.
Is he
I
like
already
dropping
called-
another log?
He
Yeah, I
was
already
in
called
our
Mom.
bathroom.
She said it's fine.
All right. Don't use that. That's old.
And what is that?
That's them old Zen patchy pouch
Oh, I thought it was
things.
one of your nose plugs.
No, that's a Zen. What's up, Miss Najuma? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping by, Miss Najuma. And Najuma and Meg, I didn't go back and look last week. You all did get your stuff, right? Put a thumbs up or yeehaw to let us know that you got your Hip and Hands for Cruising spinners.
And the instructions on how to open them up so they will.
So, that poor bathroom.
It's because it has a bidet.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he uses it. We're going to put it in his bathroom. So
We did. Hanging in my office. That is awesome. Both of them gives us thumbs up. Okay, we are good to go with. You know what that sound means.
yeah, sure.
You want to hear it? That sound could only mean one thing. It is story time with Amber. All right, y'all.
Eli, hold on, time out. Eli, you got to take my car and you better bring it back in one piece, slowly. Okay?
No fast.
In the car.
Danny D says I still have my Kicking It Country tumbler. I may need
I've
a
been
new
meaning to make her
updated
one
one.
with a handle, and I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I'll do my very best.
we've got cups now that have the handle on the side. But anyways,
I've got 3 cups in there already made.
Meg's favorite segment, story time with Amber. This was Friday night. I'm going to set the stage for you because we've been outside working.
I'll be back. I promise.
Do what?
Or
No,
that's
wait.
how I asked you.
Video call me when you leave Sass's
Okay.
and just lay your phone down.
Eli, don't be riding the roads.
Oh, the joys of teenagers.
Yes, Ford man, you can destroy a toilet.
Yeah, so much so that you got to take it up out of the floor.
Okay, we're doing it this time. We're doing it this time. It's Friday night. We are outside working because we're getting ready for the shindig. We're getting our camping stuff together. I'm out of popsicles. We're out of drinks. And Amber has a. No, that was last night. You had the Oreo. No,
That's not for that.
so we're looking at what, Thursday night?
No, it was the night before that I had my Oreo fiasco. The next night, you was at Popsicles.
So
Friday night.
Friday night. I'm out of popsicles. We're out of drinks. Everything's closed but Dollar General. Yep, not the Monster Pops. Yep, Meg is the Monster Pops. So the dollar store closes at 10 and Amber and Aiden leave early enough to go get, he's got stuff for supper,
We went to Pelican, so it wasn't late.
but they said they went to Pelicans. I didn't get no Pelicans. But they go and they make a Dollar General run so they can get drinks, popsicles, and something for supper. Because, like I said, we've all been out. We've worked ourselves crazy.
Scott's had his backpack.
I had my backpack on.
He's had his snacks, you know.
So they get to the dollar store, and I'm going to tell you Aiden's version that he told me, and then I will let Miss Amber take over from there. Aiden comes running in the house, and he says, "Oh my God, Dad! Next time you go live, I've got a mom story I've got to tell it. I said, all right, Aiden, what is it? And he can't hardly tell me for laughing so hard. I mean, this kid is, he said, we're getting ready to check out. He said, and Mom looks at me, she says, oh my God, Aiden. She said, I've got to poop.
When I hand my child my debit card and say, pay for this, I got to go to the bathroom. It's a bad time.
Aiden says she hands me everything we've got. And she says, here's my debit card. Go pay for this. And says that she hollers across the store
As I'm
To
running to the bathroom.
to the woman that's running the register, the clerk at the dollar store. Is this bathroom open or do I need a key?
As I'm running, like I never slowed down.
And the woman says, no, it should be open. So Aiden goes up and pays for this. Amber has on a onesie, not a dress. This is shorts and like a tank top.
It's a onesie.
It's a onesie.
Mhm.
Amber makes it to the bathroom.
Somehow gets out of this onesie.
You know, she's bad when she goes to the bathroom. She'll pull her onesie to the one
This
side.
was not a pull her to the side moment. This was a take it off moment.
This wasn't a one-sider.
No.
So Amber makes it to the bathroom, and this is where you take over.
So after I'm jumping, going through the door, trying to get this onesie off, I finally make it to the toilet where everything's coming out just fine. And I hear, and the door opens. Granted, my onesie's a one piece. I'm sitting there in my bra on the toilet at the dollar store, and the door opens.
And I can just imagine the smell. Oh, my
And
Lord.
it's this little old lady, and she's like, "Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. What was I to do?" I just sat there and went. I didn't say nothing. So the door shuts, and I hear her going, "Oh my Lord!"
She gets walked in on by an old woman
There I sat.
at the dollar store.
Mhm.
Blaine, you took the words out of my mouth. That's the first thing I asked Amber. Was it Roxanne?
No, I would have been better off with Roxanne. I mean, I'm used to Roxanne walking in by now. No, this little lady, I've never seen her. I don't know. She must have been general manager. I don't know. She was not at the cash register. She was not stocking. She was in one of the back offices, I'm guessing. I don't know. But I don't know why she didn't knock or at least say hello. Nope. I heard and the door opens. There was nothing I could do but wave. And then I had to proceed to finish up the job, get my onesie back on,
And
gather
take the
my
walk of
dignity.
shame.
Gather my dignity, walk right by the cashier as I walk out this door. Oh, and by the time I'm to the car, my face is so red. And Aiden says, "What'd you do?"
Meg says hollering across the store.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're locked. Sometimes they got the key on a fly swatter. You just never really know at our dollar stores.
Misha said a onesie. Jeez.
I love them. They're so comfortable. Do not knock a onesie till you try them. The ones with pockets are the best, but you might want a butt flap. Just I do have one ordered that's like a dress, but it has the shorts built in underneath it, but it's got a slit in the back, so you can just pull them down. I made
What's
sure of
up,
that.
Brandon? Welcome in. Scooby Snacks. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us for Amber's story time. She got walked in on at the DG.
I did.
Blaine says, I hate those take it off moments and the sweat's are real.
You know, if it had been Aiden, I could have understood because this child to this day still has to get naked to take a poop. I don't know why. He always has.
Aiden always has.
But me, on the other hand, there was no other option
Makes
unless
sense.
I pulled it to the side.
Makes it the second time you've been walked in on.
Well, I'm just gonna start leaving the door open, save them the trouble.
But
First of all, I'm not one to poop at the Dollar General. Like, no, I'm not one to poop at the Dollar General. Walmart, maybe. The Dollar General, yeah, it's a little iffy. But there was no time. It was either a cooler or the bathroom.
and the good thing is that you didn't use one of the coolers they had in the aisle.
No.
So
I mean, they haven't thought nothing about it because there's random people comes in the Dollar General. And
I bet she won't do that again, like Blaine says.
I'll pull it to the side next time.
Oh my Lord, no. We still have to do laundry around here.
If you ever just walk in and I'm just waving, just know it's just
Kicking it country dark with a stripper story
at the DG.
at the DG.
Late night at the DG.
The ones you when you have to go.
I did have a bra on by chance. I don't know why I thought throw one of those on before I left.
Kicking the country after dark. So now I know when I go to Helen to make sure Amber isn't in the bathroom and knock before I go in.
And I might just say, come on in.
Yeah, one day, I mean, that one, I guess she was going to clean because it was getting close to closing time, or one day it will be my time. I'll just wave at you, Amber.
Smile and wave. Just smile and wave.
You have to look at it as a positive, Amber. At least you had a bra on.
I did.
Yeah,
Is that drink good?
Yeah.
Can I add it to my ice?
I don't care.
My nice little Sonic pellet ice.
So that was Aiden's Amber story. And like I said, Aiden was laughing so hard because
And usually Aiden's like, Mom, are you done? Mom, are you done yet?
Aiden went on to the car.
Aiden was already in the car.
Aiden's got this car thing. That's like today. We took, the church took the two ladies that have kept our distribution open. By the way, our distribution at church is closed now. Where we were handing out supplies, we were one of the last ones that hung on. And then it got to just where it was getting real hard to get supplies. Of course, it'll be a year in September. But we had a major impact on the community. We helped a lot of people. We reach out to a lot of people. And they closed the distribution down. But we had two women that were older women. And they said that, they said, we're retired. We don't have anything else to do. We love opening up the distribution, talking to the people that come in. They have been, some people would come in and want prayer and this and that, but we officially closed it down. And these two women kept this distribution open 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Regardless of what was going on, regardless of, they had it open up until last Monday. And then we had a hospice group come in.
A child driving down the road in my car.
We had a hospice group come in and get what was left over. And excuse me. So we wanted to do something nice for these women because, like I said, they had all kinds of help. I was at our church every day for 2 months, from September to middle of November. Or end of November. It was 2 months.
But that wasn't my job.
No, but that
I was still there.
My company was paying me to go and help clean our
still had
church
to go
out.
to
But then after I went back to work and everybody else went back to work, these two beautiful, beautiful women
Was my lifesavers.
stepped in and took over.
They was.
And Amber came to me and she said, we need to do something for them. She said, I think, and I said, that's fine. I said, I'll bring it up to the deacons and they can kind of hash it out. And it didn't take us no time to figure out. We were going to take them to the steakhouse after church today, the whole
All
church.
they had to say was eat. And Scott said, I'm in.
They said, well, we can take them to the steakhouse and buy them dinner and fellowship with them and honor them that way. And I said, you had me at steakhouse. So,
Had her spinner finished.
huh?
Her spinner is hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not upside down.
But so that was what we did today. And we honored them that way. And I told them, I said,
And they told us, they said it has been the biggest blessing to us. Just getting to talk to people and to pray with people and meeting people we didn't even know was in this community. They said it was the blessing for us. They said, you have no idea how many people we just sat down and prayed with because they needed our prayers, or people we just got to socialize with that we didn't even know lived up around here.
and there's still a lot going on. I mean,
We still have people coming to get debris supposedly. And
Yeah, we has to have a lot of work going on around our house. Like I said, if you get to make it up, July 11th, we'll cruise around and look at. I'll take you to the worst places, ask you where you want to go, and
Disney World, Disney World.
we will be respectful because people has lost their lives. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the last total that the total, not the official total, they're calling it the official total, but when you talk to people that was with these rescue crews and everything, you get a different number. But if you go and look it up online, they're saying 107 deaths and 26 still missing. And you know, the boys that go fishing, they're like, "Oh my gosh, Daddy, what if we step on somebody?" I'm like, "Guys, you're going to find bones now." And you know, it's encouraged that if you find any kind of human remains
Or any kind of range.
to leave them and call and let someone know, and they will come and take care of everything from there. But we do a lot of wading, fishing.
Remember when I stepped on that deer in the middle of the river? Like I was standing on this deer thinking it was a rock. And I got to noticing something moving in the water. And I looked down and it was its tail.
Every time she'd step down, his tail raised up.
And it was just and I was standing on a deer.
She was standing on a deer that got hit in the road and come down and died in the river.
Oh, man, I thought I was Jesus. And I could walk on the water. I don't know why I took off running, but I
She's an
did.
idiot. Hey, Brody. We see you, Brody. Meg says, we've been using our Kicking It Country Cups now that we are moved in a lot more. Love them. Thank you, Miss Meg.
Brown his nose is. Where's he digging?
Well, yours is probably brand new before you went and washed it out.
It was.
Blaine says, you want to know what is crazy? When you get close to your destination and the urge gets stronger as your body has to know how close you are. I've had close calls.
Do not tell Scott when you're coming up the driveway that you got to go to the bathroom. Do
Slow
not.
down.
He slows down, and every little bump he takes it so slow. And I'm like, if you don't want me to poop in your new truck seats, I suggest you go on.
Yeah, Meg, we were, and you know, just the donations that came in and you know, the donations that we got, not, you know, with money, but also, and all of the heater stuff got used. I mean,
Yeah.
Paul sent, you know, the heater that screws on the propane tanks, and every bit of that got took and used, and it was great. But that's over with now.
For most, there is still some.
There's some places that's still open, but
Over there where Tammy's at Green Mountain, they're still struggling.
and like I said, if you come up, there's still a lot of places that, I mean, we can go toward Yancey County, Pensacola, and head toward Cattail, where they had 200 landslides. 200 landslides in this one area. And God, it was, like I said, if you want to see, and we're headed toward a year, come up July 11th. We'll get us a Pelican, and then we'll go see what we can see.
I'll drive you around in a mom van.
We'll go see what we can see. Blaine said, well, here's the bottom line, and I can speak for many. God blesses people who bless others, and God has blessed y'all. Yep, for your efforts over and over. God is so great. Yeah, Blaine, that while I was carrying my backpack sprayer around, we still got our building down here. It's not half standing. It's all collapsed. We've got it all down.
We got a flat building. It's a 2D building now.
They're, God, that bone's loud.
I know. And he's got one laying right here.
He's going to drag that bone across the floor.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
gonna-
I think that's a human bone. It sounds like it.
But I was down there and I was spraying, and I got to looking at the building. I got to thinking, you know, that's the only thing we really lost. We didn't have no damage to the house, but the tree fell right through our outbuilding. And I was down there spraying, and I turned the corner and looked up here at the house, and I saw two buildings that we have. We have a building on this end of the house, and we have an outbuilding over here on this end of the house. And I got to thinking, you know, that's like Job. Through the storm that came, God blessed us twice as much. We have twice as much now than we had before. And a lot of people's like that. And a lot of people that's still not even in their homes will tell you, I've got more new clothes I've got more new clothes than any other homeless person I've ever met in my life.
Mhm.
And then, God, what is his name? Lord, what's his name? I can't think of it. I went crazy. He
Who
lived
you
in
talking
Minneapolis.
about?
Tatum. Bob Tatum?
Yeah.
Bob Tatum made the comment in a video, and they lost their house. And this wasn't, this was just like a week and a half after they lost their house and everything. Bob Tatum said, he said, I'm the fattest homeless man in Avery County. He said, I've gained 15 pounds. He said, I ain't got a place to call my own. and he laughed about it, but that's just from donations and people giving. And I mean, it was,
It does not take 8 minutes to get to Ashton's house.
it was an experience, but it was a good experience. Blaine said, I would look like Jesus if I felt something and grab an arm or an arm grab me in the
tail,
water.
Because I just had my boots on. I didn't have my waders on. And that tail flipping up. And then it'd go back down. And then it'd come up. And it was flailing in the water. Where are you at?
Amanda says, I love my mugs and use them all the time too. That is awesome, Amanda. Meg says, we were listening to church this morning and then I had to go right then. Luckily, I only missed some worship. Amber will get up in church, and when she gets up and takes off, I know.
Well, I used to could go downstairs, but there ain't no doors on them bathrooms right now. I just sat there and wave.
Yep, Misha, what a testimony. And we've been blessed with twice as much than we had long before any hurricane or any flood or any tropical storm or whatever you want to call it hit. But we are over an hour, but it's good having Amber with us. I like having Amber. She helps
Do everything.
do everything. She does.
What he's not telling y'all is while he was in here playing with his little sound equipment, Amber was outside taking down the canopy, putting up the chairs and the tables that she had washed.
Yeah, but I'd been carrying around that
Backpack.
What's up, Matt Man? Welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend.
Okay.
I didn't get to catch your live, but did see where you were out of town and taking some R&R. And
I'll call you in just a second.
I look forward to getting caught up on that. But Matt Man says, I've seen too much damage and loss around here. Heartbreaking and don't care to see more. Helped all I could, but never felt like I could do enough.
I'll call him.
Super sad for several areas. Yep, man, that's the same with us. You know, I mean,
No matter how much we helped and how much we tried to help, there was always somebody who needed something else that we just wasn't able, and it broke my heart.
Yep.
Oh, it was so heartbreaking.
But then we got connected with Mark Hager, and
yeah,
this is my plan. I'm gonna go ahead and spill the beans. I hadn't really talked to Mark much about it, but when we get into September, close to the 1 year anniversary, I want to have Mark on this show. And I know Mark will come on it. Mark, he's a
very smart.
He's a veteran. I forget what branch he fought in, but he's a veteran. Very, very smart. He may be a Marine. Very, very smart. He's in with his local government down in the state where he's at. He helped out tremendously up here. I mean, more than I couldn't thank him enough. And Amber called him Santa Claus.
Everything I would ask him for, he would show up with it.
Because we would have people coming over there, and like Amber said, that you had what we had and what we could give them, and then they would be like, "Well, do you know of anybody that's?"
We've got everything except for something to cook with. We don't have anything to cook on. Do you have any kind of stoves or? It was, I mean, just random stuff, and I would call Mark and be like, "Look, I know I've asked you for so much, but if you come across."
And then Mark got to where he would say, "All right, I'm fixing to come up and make a trip. Is there anything I need to look for?
What do you need?
What do I need to look for that in particular?" And man, he would come through. I mean,
he was a godsend for sure.
And And it would be great to have Mark on here. I
Actually,
do
in my
believe
phone, it still says Santa. Mark Santa.
God is good, Meg. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Everyone's saying hello to Matt Man. Amber barely said 10 sentences, motor mouth. Hey, she talks more than I do. Scott the Explorer. Anniversary weekend getaway is what Matt Man said. Well, happy anniversary, Matt Man.
We don't get one of those no more.
Mark Santa. Yep.
Eli's birthday's same 2 days before our anniversary, so we get Eli's birthday.
Well, I didn't tell you to go have Eli and
No, the doctor did.
stay in the hospital. Yeah, but we were planning on you being out, but then the C-section had a thingy, and there we was in the hospital on our anniversary.
And it's been something every year since.
For sure. But we are getting ready to get off of here.
Yes, we are.
Hopefully, what I want to do, look forward to the church service in a couple of weeks. Yes, Blaine, we've had some good church services here lately.
We have.
They've really been good, and we look forward to having you up. And anyone that wants to join us, you're more than welcome to. I hope to go live from the lake during our camping trip.
Amber has been out on another limb.
We don't know what
It may
looks
be
like.
bad. It may be good. I don't know. We're not going dam camping this time.
No, we're not going to the dam.
We're going to the same lake because I love Cherokee Lake because it's full of fish.
35 years, Matt, man.
But we're going to a new campground that has a swimming pool and a volleyball court, and a basketball court, but it doesn't have electricity.
Don't get me started.
And have an RV, but Scott won't let me drive it.
No, we haven't got the tags on it yet. And you said it's already half clean to where you're going to put somebody in it.
You won't let me drive it.
You won't drive it.
No, I won't. It's too big. But
It says,
and I really enjoy tent camping, but I don't know about this. I'm so used to air conditioner now. I'll be sitting in the car.
that's why I said we were going to go live. Because with no electricity, I'll have to charge my phone, and I can plug my phone up
we
in
can go
the
live
car.
in the car with air conditioner wide open.
And if we can't show you the lake, we can tell you what it looks like while we sit there and cool off. So maybe
yeah.
we'll go live. Look for that.
And after the shindig weekend, my mother's finally getting married.
And I'm marrying them.
And I'm doing everything else for her. I'm the maid of honor. I'm the cake decorator. I'm the wedding planner. I'm the wedding decorator. I'm
So mama getting married.
finally. They've been together, what, 30 some years?
No, God, no.
All together as they have.
No, they have not.
Honey, they were together 6 years before me and you got together.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I know that we've been married longer than, because we were dating. We've been together longer because we were dating. And I remember your mini mama's boyfriend's Russian roulette in one door and out the
Mama,
other.
I'm sorry if you ever watched this.
And then Candy stuck.
But they had been together for like 11 years for when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, but I wasn't around then. But anywho, they're finally getting
They're
married.
finally tying the knot.
Next says for our anniversary, Dayton anniversary is Friday, and it'll be the first time we were together for it. That is awesome, Meg. Awesome. And then there, where Matt Man said they've been together for 35 years. Jill's put up with him that long. Y'all have a blessed 4th. Y'all have a blessed night and a happy 4th of July. Awesome. Great church, Paul. We're going to miss you, man.
Yeah, make sure you should come down and join us.
Don't know how bad we're going to miss you guys.
You know, you just like to drive across country, right?
I'm really excited for Helen. Yes, Danny D, we are too. And Helen, it won't be long, y'all. I'm telling you. I cannot believe that July is already here. It's here. At least y'all won't have to worry about emptying my urine
Oh, praise God. There's something about Kenny and camping makes him pee
all the time.
and pee and pee. Scott couldn't even, he would bait a hook and he couldn't even get it thrown in before Kenny saying, "Can I empty your urinal again?" We didn't even know he was paying. Like,
But- Ford man, you should be back up and good enough to come to the shindig. So I'll be talking to you about that coming up here shortly. So be expecting that. Misha says,
I
"Woohoo,
know,
congratulations, Amber doing everything else. Who would have thunk?"
oh yeah.
Kenny, I'm eating steamed oysters, and you're going to say that smoked oysters. Yeah, I like smoked oysters.
No.
She must have started charging for the milk. That is comment of the night. That is a T-shirt right there.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make her one. Day.
Married life hashtag. She started charging for the milk. Love it. Love
Yeah.
it. Happy anniversary, Fred and Connie. Said their anniversary is Tuesday. 36 years. That is awesome.
I thought we were.
Yeah, we're just old.
We're just babies now.
Yeah, it's so freaking hot though. I know. Make sure that's what I'm dreading on the camping.
Yeah, it's a nice 68 in my house right now, even though he's sitting on the air conditioner
Blaine
vents.
says hashtag got milk. She started charging for the milk.
Oh wow.
So we've got a couple of anniversaries. So we got to do this. You got to help me. This ain't the birthday song.
So it means you don't get any birthday soup, right?
No.
Okay.
But you do the happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary. God bless you. Happy anniversary to you.
You. There you go. I helped you.
And we hope the Lord blesses you with many, 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 many more.
Remember,
Misha says the 8th was 28 years. Happy anniversary.
you gonna tell me happy anniversary, but it's actually our anniversary?
Yes, I give you a card.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do. All right, y'all. Hashtag coolers, says Danny. That's a good one. Y'all, hopefully, like I said, we'll get to go live while we're out camping. But if you can make the Hick Shindig, you will not regret it. Like I said, the medals are already here.
Man,
Oh,
I really need to show him the one I got for you.
no,
Scott gets his special medal this year.
they can see that special medal later on.
He's the only one that gets it.
But guys, we will, like I said, hopefully get to holler at you while we are camping. Thank you. What's up, Tommy? She Devil Adventures coming in. We're on our way out, Tommy, but thank you for coming by.
If it gets too hot, I'm just gonna drown Scott.
We're going to come home. Everyone have a great week. Ron, at the fam,
Stay
hope
safe.
y'all have a great week.
Don't blow nothing up.
No, and if you do, please take videos.
And you know, every now and then the S word shoots out. It happens.
Best word being stomp it out. Stomp it out.
Stomp it out. Yep, that's
Yep,
it.
stomp it out. Guys, we love you. Happy 4th of July. Get out and celebrate. Beat the heat. And we will see you all next week.
Sometime.
No matter where you're at. No matter what you're doing.
Get out and blow something up.
Go blow it up. We love
Not the
y'all.
toilet. At the DG.
We out. We out.
Bye.